Okay, I have something more I wanted to do because I feel stuck. And I get annoyed because I'm not sure if I should film here any longer. So I just put on some incense and I take the incense. I'm just going to show you because I want to make a cacao. And then I walk around in the house and I keep this as an anchor point for my consciousness. So I meditate on this and I just keep my mind clean. And I go through the house and I do like this, right? I send my consciousness into every corner of my apartment to clean out any disturbances. And this is how you set up the space. You walk around like this as a meditation. And then you go at everything you've touched maybe, or you go with the plants and tickle them a little. And this is then the wizard's wand, right? And it works. I have tested this and people who know something about the art have said that apparently I know, and this is how I do it. Now, of course, yeah, this space has been designed to film basically, but also to live in it. So I have done this also here. Just want to show you that. Okay, because today I feel kind of stuck and I don't know what to do, and then I just wait. Okay? I have went through all the rooms in here. I even go, when I do cleaning, I do this. This is something you can do sometimes to just keep bad vibes out of the way, but nothing replaces a wet wipe, all right? So there's no replacing. Oh, have I shown you this? I'm not sure I have. This connects to the doorbell. And if I do this, then the doorbell is off. Right? So red. Super easy. Super nice. Works for me. Okay, this I have to make use of. Because I'm super hungry. And I need to blast through. But I have nothing. And I don't want to leave the house. So, okay, this is still from, I just did this. There were already holes. I can also put the camera here, which is nice. You know, I'm just fiddling around a little. Okay, this is basically still warm. Okay. Now, I find it important that also if you look for a wife and you feel like you also, right, that you should share your ideas about sexuality. I find this at least a little bit important. And it should be clear what you want from each other in a sexual way. So sure, children, yes, certainly at some point. But what else? I mean, fulfillment, you want to feel safe. So it's possible that your wife expects you to create a safe space in which she can come into to then raise children. So this is like literally the bird's nest that I've been talking about, which is why I assume that a woman would have to be okay with me sometimes maybe making recordings. So what if she's not? Well, it's gonna be a tough ride. Because I cannot let a woman make choices for me any longer. Because everything they say is never really me. It's just a bunch of crap. Like, you just want to grow out your hair, and then women come and tell you should keep it short. It's like, it's none of your business. I mean, why do you have to tell me that? And that's a clear sign already. Any woman who does that simply gets discarded from my heaven, and that's then her problem, right? Because it's gonna annoy me, and then she's gonna wonder why I'm so distant suddenly. Yeah, because you went one step too far. You know, I was just asking for a favor because I needed to open my wine because I was having a bad day, and you made squeaky movements with the wine bottle opener. And I found that very disrespectful. And I just don't like this. And I know it's been happening because women are often really disrespectful to men. And women always say they're being sexualized. Well, I'm being sexualized all my life. And lots of men have been sexualized. And I find it very disgusting. And so I think it's also that we as men should speak up on this instead of always act like it's actually nice. I don't think it's nice that women hit on us just to make themselves feel better or something, you know, just for a little chit chat. Because it's disrespectful also to other women to hit on a woman's husband. And women know these things, trust me. They know if a man is already taken. They know these things, right? So don't let them fool you into believing that it was a mistake. They know this. They're just waiting for their time, right? And then they just, you know, they just wait a little. And then suddenly they ask you, would you like to come over for dinner? And then you have to say no, unless you want to go that far. But I only want, you know, if it's like your mother that cooks a meal, okay. But besides that, I don't need other women to cook for me. And that's a fact. But in the end, it's your choice, right? You're in charge. But this is, to me, I find it disgusting, annoying, irritating, disrespectful. And my life is all about respect because I've never been respected as a child. And every time a woman comes and tries to, as they say it in Mary and Max, do sexing. I mean, this is not just something, I just don't want to do this for fun anymore. For me, this is like dead serious. This is this or nothing. I mean, this is my life. If you're fooling around and you were just using men because you had a distorted image of yourself and you thought you were super awesome and super great, yeah, but no man stuck around. And then you can say, yeah, okay, where's the woman in your life? And I say, well, I made sure she'd leave. You know, just to see if she would come back by herself. And that's an honest attempt. Right? I simply set boundaries and I said no to questions such as, right, do you want an open relationship or something? I just rejected it. And so I'm always talking about the last woman I have been with because she's then the closest thing. And there was a time where we were then kind of still in contact, but not really. And she already said things like, yeah, when you're gone, I need also energy from other men. I said, yeah, then you have to do it without me, goodbye. And then she told me stories that there was this other guy and he gave her like a healing session. I was like, yeah, fuck it. This to me is already cheating. This is more than just saying hi to each other. This is actually, the next step is, receiving healing to me is already like sex. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And I'm very strict with this. And that's just my life. And I would never even talk to such a man because it was an act of disrespect. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't care a lot what people think about me. I am who I am. And if I fell in love with a woman by mistake, then I say my bad. I'm not a slave to my words. I let my life unfold. And although I have sometimes maybe referred to her in my content, I don't have to stick with this. And if somebody comes that fits right in, she'll be replaced just like that. But that woman would really have to fit in and know how to do the job. And there's a lot of women who know how to do the job. And the job is cleaning. But it's also about this tantric cleaning. But tantra is also something a man can just do by being in the middle, because tantra is about energy flow. And having a partner for tantra is just one thing. And I have had many offers, but I've rejected them all because they clearly were not ready. And no woman was ever convincing enough that she actually wanted this, which is why I simply lost interest. If any woman would have really shown an interest, and so the last one I have been craning about a lot surely did a job on me, but I am really about respect and trust, and I as a man cannot relax into a relationship if the woman keeps fawning over other men and allows other men to drag her away from this heart space that only we should populate. And so I'm very strict with this. And it goes so far as I say, yeah, I don't care, man or woman. You are self-responsible. And if your feeling didn't give you a bad vibe, then you're clearly not the woman I thought you were. Then you're just someone else. And then you're just somebody who wants to fuck around. And that's not who I thought you were, but apparently you are. And apparently you are unable to change, because you've always done this. And those were just some of the stories you told me. Right, so I don't like this. And this is part of my becoming a man, just saying no to this. I just don't want it. It's just so annoying, unfaithful women that just cheat on the man that fell in love with them just to test, just to, show it to him. No, I want this to be something where we give each other to the other as a present in a way. And anything else, to me, is just jack shit. But for that, a man also has to stop with porn and masturbation. But at the same time, I mean, some men just take anything. They'll just take anyone. They have no faith in themselves and no whatever. What is that, my problem or theirs? I mean, I've seen women that were holding ceremonies, laying arm in arm with this younger man, and then they said, yeah, he needed this, while their husband was present. And then the woman said, he needed this. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He didn't need this? You should send him off and tell him to do something else. This is just my opinion. I don't give a crap. But I just accept no woman in my life that does things like this. She should focus on one man. And that's what I believe. I'm just so sick of women running around. Who is it? Who is it? Can't you just like pick one and then stick with him? And then can the man not pick one and stick with her? I like the movie Chocolat to a certain degree. But I kind of detest romance because romance never lasts. True love is like firm and hard. And I've just watched a bit of the movie Krull, K-R-U-L-L. And it's just this Hollywood kind of love. It's just like, it's not real. This could never work. Just think of the Viking Age. You don't run around like petals and roses. You know, it's like hard life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Wherever you come from, this is how you should live. Sadhana, hard work. So now I make this instead of drinking a coffee. And I also have no raw cacao or whatever. I'll just make this, it works basically the same. And I make it in the spirit of awakening. And that's then what gives me a bit of a boost. I also don't have any chili pepper or cayenne pepper, so I just use normal pepper. But it's just to have a bit of spice. And I had to use the coconut cream, otherwise it will go bad. Yeah, and now I will make an art session. I will keep it like this now, because there's always, you could always add more, right? Turmeric and then this and this and this, but sometimes it's better to just, you know what, I think that's enough. But yeah, I'm hungry on the inside for actual spiritual fulfillment. There's just nothing happening. It's just like, you know, that's what I've been talking about in Mentality for a Warrior. I can say I'm sorry about the price, but it's a heavy read. So I also want to make sure that people appreciate what they're getting and really take their time. Otherwise, they're just going to rush through it. And so, you know, money for value, I'm sorry, but it's already a bargain. I mean, this is my suffering put into one book. This is very private. And you have so much of me already for free, right? I mean, come on, how much more do you need? See this as, you know, it's an investment. If you really work with it, it can help you to get some new ideas. And for that